Hello. Why am I drinking this beer and also not recording this on a Tuesday? It's because I'm suffering from the gnarly after effects of jet lag. Yours truly just got off her flight from Dubai. And I'm in New York, but I don't feel like I'm in the United States. I just left to go buy a bottle of wine, which is why I'm drinking a beer, because I couldn't get a bottle of wine. No, I marched myself through Trader Joe's like I was on a mission from God. Only to have to leave there empty-handed. I also then went to a bodega, couldn't find one there either. I understand they're only sold in certain shops. And it was like 3.5 blocks away. I came back to the penthouse here and I opened this. How are we doing? I want to tell you all about my trip to Dubai, okay? I want to tell you about the 15-hour flight I had over there. You want to know what makes a 15-hour flight to Dubai long? A crying baby. You want to know what makes a 15-hour flight to Dubai even longer? Poison ivy. You want to know what makes it all worth it? Having the best time ever. You know, I was at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And I met future kings. I met international playboys and the forces behind them. It was extraordinary. I was not with the 1%. I was with the 0.001%. And that are those that are truly magnificent on so many levels and are truly making major differences in the world. And let me tell you something, not a disappointing way to spend 20 minutes. It's going to be doing a lot more of that action, I'll tell you that much for free. But first, starting with some reports on the Middle East, all right? I am not kidding when I tell you that I had a water park experience. You know what they have there, which is borderline genius, and that's the burkini. That's where a woman in the Middle East who is practicing modesty might be in a full abaya, okay, which is the cloaking device, right? I'll tell you what the crime here, people, and that is not making women wear those, but not requiring men to also wear them. That's the crime. A lot of Speedos, a lot of hairy backs that need to be covered, and as far as I'm concerned, unless you are nearly prepubescent, you should probably most likely be covering yourself. Other reports I have include my last meal in Dubai. The last meal that I had, which not only did I eat at Nobu, but Nobu himself prepared the meal for us in my group. And he came to the table, and you know, he's from Alaska, so is my mom. I didn't need to tell him that. We looked into each other's eyes and we melted like an ice cube. And much like his food, I had some of the most amazing bites of food I've ever had in my life. And during that 15-hour flight home, I could have died happy. I really could have. But as it turns out, there is truly a lot to live for. Yours truly has been greenlit on a very important project that is going to light up the whole world, starting with Burning Man. And I am here in New York to meet with several of the lighting people that will be changing the world, okay? I think you've mentioned several times how much you've enjoyed some of the things that I've introduced you to, things like the social umbrellas. Anyone want to talk about, anyone want to sign a piece of paper before we talk about that, actually? I've got my legal team working on it right now. Yes! All right, party people. It's not Tuesday, but it is certainly a happy day, and I hope it's one where you are too. Is it halfway around the world? Is it Dubai, which absolutely knocked my socks off with how awesome it is? Is it New York, which in my first couple moments here, it's hard to tell whether or not I'm in the Middle East? Can't find wine, people are getting arrested. Let me tell you, there are people out there that are truly trying to make this place a better world. And cheers to that. I'd show the label, but these people have not sent me a sponsorship check. And Ruby Tuesday, you know, we're not commercial. Not this year anyway.